bitch celebrity stories?
No bitch celebrity stories.
That's what she wants. She wants.
Well,
I want the tea.
well, I had one person from, I can't say who, celebrity, back in the day.
Why not?
Back at 90s, no.
No hints.
Because
I gave you a hint.
maybe one of the sexiest Latinas that history has brought.
Oh, I see.
And I had commented on her good job in one of the movies that helped her out. And she didn't know that the person at the register was my best friend, one of my friends. And when I came back, you know, I commented and she's like, oh, thank you. And she looked at me up and down like she was also checking me out. And I was like, oh. So I left.
You're a magnet.
Apparently. And when I came back, my friend told me, you know, she said that you had scared her, that you had startled her, and I'm like, what? All I was doing was commenting nicely, and I'm always very subtle, like quiet. I'm not very outspoken like that, so it was like, I was like, oh, get over yourself. So I kind of like had that bad taste, like you said earlier, from celebrities, but you know, then again, I've seen her again, and everything was fine.
Okay.
I guess people outgrow situations, or maybe they have a bad day.
Yeah.
The other person was a Latina from Puerto Rico, and I was very surprised.
Boricua.
Yeah, very 2000s, early 2000. I went into this jewelry store, and apparently she was looking at a jewelry ring for maybe a marriage or whatever. And I couldn't believe. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that. You know, this person that's a huge, amazing.
I wonder who that
singer was there, and I said, oh my God, you know, such and such person, I'm so happy to see you here. I love your music, because I'm also a musician, so it was like, wow, it was that, you know, amazing moment because you love music. And you love the artist. And she was like, not now, leave me alone, this is not the right moment. Like, I was like, whoa. I just turned around and I said to myself, I will never ever want to like listen to your music or purchase your songs. So I think
you got defensive.
Absolutely, because I wasn't trying to disturb her either, but I was just commenting because it's something that's always going to happen when you're a singer or a celebrity or a star. People will always be there, and you're there because of them, not only because of your hard work, but because they purchase your music and they like your voice or your work. So even if you don't want to be nice, I think you always have to be nice with people. Not nice, but at least kind.
Cordial.
Because kindness is free. Nice is like trying too hard, but like kindness is free, and you know, it's just a moment of giving someone a smile. You know, you don't have to be like, oh my God, yes, let me give you your autograph. No, but at least thank you, and then just move on to what you have to do. So I've had like Titanic actress. I met her at Big Booty Bakery, and she was so nice. And you know, I commented how I loved her and loved her. You know, her face is very pretty, and you know, she was with her kids. And I said, "Oh, can I take a picture with you?" She says, "No, I have my children with me." I said, "I understand,"
so
but she was so polite.
Yeah.
It's all about kindness and how you speak to people. It doesn't matter where you're at, because you know you're there now, but then you're not. And it could be your moment of like, that's it. You don't.
But doesn't it, when you meet somebody and they show that, like for instance, if an artist is very appreciating of their fans, I think that, you know, you like them even more. You know, when you get to meet somebody, because it's always disappointing that there are some people in the public eye who are very mean toward their fans, or they don't acknowledge them. Or there's even some big pop stars, like the top right now, and I feel that some of this particular person and some of them that are on the top, that they're just not nice. Like, they don't acknowledge their fans, or they don't, you know, even sign an autograph, or won't even take a picture. You know, or unless you have to be somebody to get a photo. You know, those are things that I feel like, you know, like
they're like not. It's like there's no authenticness.
Right.
It's like they have no. grace.
Yeah.
Because I think that the nicer you are, even if you become bigger, because you know how to react and how to be genuine within the midst of fame. You know.
Like I've met like big top female singers, and one of them was very just the encounter that I had. Like she's just so personable, and you know, someone of that stature doesn't have to be that way towards their fans, but takes the time to acknowledge them and to, you know, it doesn't, like you said, kindness, it doesn't hurt to be that way. And, you know, you like them even more, and you're like, wow, I like this person because this person acknowledges their fans and they're so good to their fans, and you just make them, you like them even more, you know. But there's just some that are so big-headed, and it's just like, oh, it's all about me, and, you know, I don't care. I know my fans will just buy my records, but I don't, you know, you keep that distance.
It's the wrong approach.
Right, and I always get disappointed and let down when I see people like that.
I haven't had, honestly, too many negative experiences with celebrities. None that I can think of.
Well, you can't say who.
I don't remember.
Like people like, oh, you know, that you've interviewed. We were just talking about some, you know.
I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember. There's one time when I was working on a TV show doing some background work, and there's an actor that's been around. He was in Desperately Seeking Susan. He's a male actor, and he was sitting like way out there, and I was standing way out here. But it was so hot outside, I was fanning myself, and I was, I guess, looking at him because he was in one of my all-time favorite movies, Desperately Seeking Susan with Madonna, and you know, I was looking at him, I guess. You know, during the scene or in between takes or whatever, and then he called one of the PAs over, and he whispered something into his ear, and then the PA went right to me and he said, "Can you please move, you know, to another place?" Or you know, they moved me somewhere else. I guess I was distracting him by fanning myself, even though he was like way over there. And I was like, okay, I was disappointed with him because he's in one of my all-time favorite movies, like I said. But you know, I think that's one of the only times or few times, I mean, I'm sure I've had negative experiences. The other one was, it wasn't towards me, but it was towards her fans. There's a big Mexican pop diva that's, I told you, she's exactly my age. She's a brunette. And I went to see her at AOL Live, and I asked her a question. She was cool with me. She was fine because she was in front of the cameras. But I noticed that her fan club was right towards the front. And she completely ignored them. I don't know if it's because they were like her Mexican hardcore fan club or something, and she was now in America or something. But I was kind of like just observant, and I was like, this big pop diva and telenovela star, and like her big fan base is right there. They were like dying for her, and she completely ignored them. And when it was time for her to leave, she just walks off, and she didn't even, you know, acknowledge them or nothing. And I kind of got a sense of her that I was like, I don't think she's like a genuine person. She looks like she's a total sweetheart, you know, because they call her like Mexico's sweetheart or whatever. Or maybe she was just having a bad day. I don't know.
Which is another topic that.
But isn't there like also too, some people put a front for the cameras, they try to perceive. Right, like they're just, oh, I'm so genuine, but off camera.
They're not.
Right, they're not. And I know
so I think there's a lot
of
celebrities that are like that, unfortunately. But
that disappoints me.
Yeah, I think I've had a lot that I was really happy with and really impressed. But we'll do another video about the good celebrities that you know, we've encountered and we've been so happy with. But that's it. I don't know what celebrities, we don't know what life these celebrities are living, what kind of day they had. You know, they have rich people problems, so who knows why, you know, they might act that way if it was only one time that they were a bitch,
must be
or
so
if it's
much.
always like that.
There must be so much stuff going on in their lives.
So we never
so
know.
many fans and so many people and so many autographs
like
signed.
Can't
You get over it, I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, we'll give them a break, but unless it's someone that's really consistent that we hear from other people that are like, oh, she's a bitch, she's a bitch, she's a bitch, she's a bitch all the time, then we know that person is bad. So anyways, there you have it. Our opinions, whatever. Bye.
Monday nights are a bitch.